Don't use a bad job as an excuse to not prepare for CAT, and don't use CAT as an excuse to run away from a bad job. It's a very interesting question. We're going to think about should one quit the job to prepare for CAT, or the more common phrase, should I drop 1 year, or should I not take up a job? And so it's a very clear answer, one of those unambiguous answers where I don't need to say it depends and all that. It doesn't depend on anything. No matter what your variables are, don't quit your job. If you have a job in hand, stick to it and prepare for CAT. If you don't have a job, find a job and prepare for CAT, or prepare for job, keep looking for a job. Prepare for CAT, keep looking for a job. And it's absolutely crucial to have a job in hand for a variety of reasons. One, it gives you a direct payoff. If you have some amount of work experience, then your cutoff is slightly lesser. So for a fresher, the cutoff could be 99.65. For someone with 3 years of experience, it could be 99.51. That is huge. And so definitely it helps there. Two, it gives you a better inroad in the interview. You can talk about more things. You can talk about your work experiences, that industry. Otherwise, you're back talking about fluid mechanics and thermodynamics. Fine. So in your interview, you'll have something more to talk about. Where have you shown leadership? Where have you worked with a team? Most college graduates might not have had any avenues of exhibiting all this in an academic setting, whereas in a work setting, all those open up. Fine. Even without considering all this, I would say having a job is very important while preparing for CAT. And so this CAT preparation cycle is a marathon. It goes up and down. You'll have a phase where you're taking 5 mocks and your scores are not even flat. You will pray that your score doesn't fall. And so when that happens, if you have a job, then it helps you take your mind off CAT preparation. Otherwise, you'll overinterpret every number. And you'll just say, look, not going to happen. I don't even have a job. CAT is not going to work. Pata nahi kya ho raha hai? I'm going to quit. I'm going to run away, do something else. Your mind starts wandering if you're not actively employed doing something else which is meaningful. And so the CAT preparation phase is challenging because it's a temperamental test, not just an aptitude test. And the temperamental test, you're just adding one layer of giant complexity and stress by saying, I'm going to put all my eggs into this basket. And so if you look at the weightage, give or take 20-25% is your CAT score. Your 10th, 12th, UG, work experience, all of these matter. And then how you prepare for your VAT and interviews matter. So you cannot say, look, I'm going to put everything on hold and then go after this 15-20%. So don't do that. Right? This takes us neatly to the second question. So how do I prepare for CAT while also working? You can. You're not, don't kid yourself and say that I don't have any time. I work on a 16-hour job with working 7 days a week. If you're working on a 16-hour job 7 days a week, you probably don't need to take CAT because you're so important and crucial in some organization. You should go to your boss and say, triple my pay. I'm a rock star. If you're working 16 hours a week, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you're paying peanuts, you need to find another job. And so that problem is a separate problem. You've gotten into a mess of a job and you're not getting paid enough for it. And therefore, you can't wait to quit. And therefore, you're using this CAT as an exit clause for quitting. You should find another job which is meaningful, where you work reasonable hours, contribute well, you're known for what you're doing, and then find a mechanism to prepare for CAT as well. And so very often I find people saying, look, my job takes my work from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. because I work here. If you're in that kind of job and it's very challenging and it's brilliant and you're rewarded, then you probably don't need CAT. You'll go places. And then you find those 4 or 5 hours in the weekend and prepare for it. But most people, I won't say you don't manage your time well, but you should ratchet up your discipline. You should sacrifice other things, your movies and your weekends off and your WhatsApp and your phone. You can put all of those on hold. You can definitely find 6 to 7 hours every week to prepare for CAT. If you're starting in February, from Feb all the way till September, all you need is 7 hours a week of CAT preparation, apart from say an hour of reading every day. And barring maybe 0.001% of the people in the world, anybody can find this. And the average amount of time spent on WhatsApp per day is more than an hour. So if you're average, you just remove that, you've got your 7 hours. And so don't use a bad job as an excuse to not prepare for CAT. And don't use CAT as an excuse to run away from a bad job. It's independently a bad job. Find a better job. And if you've got a decent job which provides some balance, squeeze somewhere else and find the time. Fine. So you go through this journey where you scramble and find time for 8 months, 9 months. That will prepare you way better for doing an MBA and having a great career than even the SCAT or whatever else can. That is a learning curve which you need to find, where that is a place where you say, I need to knuckle down and do this. And if you do that well, even if CAT doesn't go well, the confidence boost you get will take you places. And so don't take the easy option of quitting your job. There's a very, very good chance that it doesn't pay off. And so don't quit your job. Find some other way of fitting back the jigsaw and making it work. Best wishes for CAT.